Hi everyone, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Glad to see you today, or I guess I'm glad that you're seeing me today. I see John and Hannah. We're here to celebrate fall, and do we have some fabric to show you today? If you're joining us for the first time, we'd like to explain to you what we're doing. We're going to be showing you lap quilts that are made with just 3 1-yard cuts of fabric. Every one of the quilts you see will include, the kit includes the border, the binding, and the quilt top. You add your backing. Our patterns are in our books that we have here. We have 9 different books. We have 2 of them that are downloadable, and the other 7 are in print. Each book will give you the instructions for those 8 quilts. They're all unique to the books. Each one of the patterns are written for a lap quilt made with 3 1-yard cuts. It also gives you instructions for a twin made with 6 1-yard cuts and a queen king made with 12 1-yard cuts. So if you're buying kits, you would either buy 1 kit, 2 kits, or 4 kits. And all of that is on our website, fabriccafe.com. Now with each one of the kits that you purchase, you can get 1 free pattern like this, or you can skip those patterns and take a book instead when you buy 3 kits. We'll tell you more about that, and all the details are on our kit page on fabriccafe.com. So we're going to start out today, and we're going to be showing you some quilts. Most of these quilts I don't think we have the fabric for, but we have fabric to show you, and we also have some of our pieces and parts that will show you how to be different. This is a really quickie quilt. It's called Sweet Times, and it's from the book Easy Peasy. This is done in a Minnie Mouse fabric. We do not have the Minnie Mouse fabric, but we have some great fabric to show you here that's going to lend itself toward the Halloween theme that we're going to be covering a lot of today. So let me put these over here, and let me show you the fabric that we have selected for you here. This one is called Schooled in Cruel. Cruella de Vil, is that right? What's this woman's name? She's Ursula. From the Ursula. She's from the Little Mermaid, right? I can and the Dalmatians. So it's got all the different evil witches or whatever from the fairy tales. But we're going to be showing you some character type fabrics today, and hopefully you get some ideas of things you might use also for creating costumes for your little ones. So this is your fabric number 1, and that will go in your largest block of your quilt. And then you have 2 fabrics remaining. You compare those 2, and the lightest one becomes your number 2 position on your quilt, and the darkest would be your number 3. So we would have our ladies here, the green would go here, and then the black goes over in the border. We're recommending the Sweet Times pattern, and the quilt number is 8020552. And the book is Easy Peasy. The pattern is Sweet Times, and you can get it either way, either as an individual pattern or in the book when you buy 3 kits. If you prefer to just purchase a book, then the books are $15.99. And we do have, like I said, 9 different books to choose from. If you choose the downloadable, we send you a code so that you can download it. Now here's another version of the Sweet Times. It's always fun to see how different the quilts look whenever they're made with different fabrics. We don't have this fabric either, but we do have a fun fabric right here. So let's put that quilt up on the table. And this one is called Ready to Rule. Now you'll have to help me with some of these names. And if Hannah doesn't know the name and John doesn't know the name of this character, do you know?
I do.
Okay.
It's Alana.
Alana.
Not Alana. Elena, excuse me.
Okay, Elena. Okay.
She's not quite my childhood. But she's popular now.
She's very popular now, I know. And so I think little girls love to dress up as princesses for their Halloween costumes. So here's Elena, and that's my niece's name too. Oh. So Elena would be the number 1 fabric, and then our yellow would be the number 2, with this great coordinating dot in the number 3. So the princesses will be in the large block. The yellow would be where the green is, and then the polka dot would be where the blue is. That would look really cute. And the kit number is 8020142, ready to rule. And it's Sweet Times is the pattern, and it's in the book Easy Peasy. Okay, the next one is also recommended for Sweet Times, and this one's fun, but it is a last chance. Now, with last chance, that means there's only one of these kits. That's all that's remaining. And when I show you this fabric, you're probably going to want to rush right over there and buy it. Is this just not awesome? The black cats and the pumpkins. This would be your focus fabric, and it would go in all those large blocks like we saw on Sweet Times. Your number 2 fabric is the cream, kind of picked up in the moon. And then to top it off, we have an orange and black polka dot. I understand why there's only one of these left. It's so cute. It's a last chance, easy peasy. The kit number is 8020549, black cat. And the pattern is free when you buy the kit. Or if you want to buy 3 kits, you can skip taking the little patterns and get a book instead. Okay, the next one is, this is called Strip Happy. And the next kit that we're going to show you, we have some pieces and parts to show you, so we're going to put that up here. When I did this quilt, when I designed it, I wanted it to be really easy to do, and so instead, it's all strip pieced, and I wanted to do that but still have smaller blocks. So I ended up making vertical rows instead of horizontal. So the rows are not created this way, they're actually created this way. So let's show you this quilt with the pieces and the parts. And this is a fun name on this one too. This one is called Candy Corn. And it's yellow and black. I know candy corn is yellow and white and orange, but I think it's a cute name for it. So Candy Corn, the kit is 8020554. We're recommending the Strip Happy pattern to give you that little mimic of the stacked colors in candy corn. And this would be your number 1. So you pick out your number 1 fabric. It's going to be the dominant fabric showing in your quilt. It goes in your largest block. And then what you have left over, you pick the lightest for number 2 position, the darkest for the number 3 position. Now let's look at our pieces and parts. And I'm going to take a drink of water. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we have here is the Strip Happy pattern. And just to show you real quick, like, these are the way we put these vertical rows together. So you're going to make your vertical rows, and then you'll sew those side by side. And when we strip piece, look how quick and easy this is going to be. This is strip pieced with really nice size, turn that up like this, really nice size blocks. So you do big wide strips, you sew them all together, and then you cut these off the side. So each one of these is cut from this strip set like you see. Okay. Then you make your vertical rows. We're going to pull this up so that I actually start. Okay, so here's where you're going to start. And so you have 2 more blocks down here. This is done as a separate strip piece. So it's added to the end, and we put it down here on one row. The next row, that piece goes up on the top of the quilt. So they'll go back and forth. So it gives you this look that's kind of staggered, but oh so cute. Okay, we're going to put this one. Let me get this moved over just a little bit. And this one is going to be here. It actually gets sewn the opposite direction. See how it makes that little jig-jag there? And then your last one is going to go like this, like this. So it works out perfectly when you start doing this. It's kind of a stair-step effect. And let me turn that around like this and you can see it better. So you can see how this goes together. And these pieces are just stair-stepped on your quilt, but you're actually sewing your pieces together end to end like this. So super easy to make this particular quilt. So that one is called Strip Happy, and your number is 8020554, Candy Corn. Okay, the next one that we have for you is the Autumn Landscape, and this one is a fat quarter quilt kit. So this one is made with 12 fat quarters, which equals to 3 yards. So we're staying with the same basic concept that you use 3 yards of fabric to do everything on the front, and then we've added this chenille by the inch on top of the quilt. And in just a minute, we're going to show you a pattern that has some chenille on it, and I'm going to actually brush it for you. But to show you this particular one, it comes with all 12 fat quarters, just like you've seen there. And I'm going to kind of fan out these different fat quarters. So you can see these are exactly the same fat quarters that are in this. And these are such pretty fat quarters. Just real rich fall colors. Can you get all those in there, John?
Yes.
All right. So beautiful fall colors, and you have enough to do everything on the front. You've got your borders, your binding, and your quilt top. It also comes with the pattern free. Now this is not in any book, and it is free when you buy the kit. So that one is called Autumn Landscape, 801-825. Autumn Landscape, and the pattern is called Patch Happy. And I don't know about you, but I always like fabric that has trees on it. Now let's look at this before I show off the fabric. Again, we do not have this particular fabric, but this one is one of our most popular patterns, and that one is called Stepping Stones, and it's available in the book Pretty Darn Quick or is an individual pattern. So let's put that up here and we'll show this one. Gorgeous fabric. Look at those pretty trees. And I don't know what's going on in your, as we say in the South, I don't know what's going on in your neck of the woods, but down here we're getting a little bit of a cold snap. And for us, cold snap is we're in the 80s instead of in the 100s. That's Texas for you. Okay, we've got these beautiful trees as your number one or your focus fabric. That will go in your largest block of your quilt. And that is a rule of thumb with the patterns whenever you're working with the patterns. I'm going to put this over here and show you what I'm talking about. So this one is called Stepping Stones, and this is the rule of thumb. You get a black and white diagram like this, and it has your fabric selection guide. And we show you with a polka dot where the number 1 goes, which is your largest print. And then you have 2 fabrics left over. You've got your light and your dark. You always compare those two with one another to pick out your light and dark. And then it will correspond over in your black and white diagram. So this is your focus. It goes in the largest print. Your number 2 fabric, because you compare these two, the lightest will be your number 2 and your darkest will be your number 3. Super simple way to quilt and pick out your fabrics. Okay, this one's called 8020555, Autumn Trails. Stepping Stones is the pattern, and it's also available in the book Pretty Darn Quick. Now remember, when you buy an individual pattern, it's for a lap size quilt only. If you want the enlargements, they are only given in the books. So every book has information about how to enlarge. And the first book that I did not put enlargements in that. I do have words that tell you how to do it, but now I put the diagram with the enlargement for each one of the patterns as I write them. All right, we have some goodies for everybody. So the next section, we're going to show you some free goodies. and they're at fabriccafe.com. When you go to our website, fabriccafe.com, you're going to see a button at the top that says free goodies. So you just click on that, and there's all kinds of things in there. And today we put 2 new things in there for you that you can download. They're 2 patterns for applique. And then we're going to show you a quilt that we recommend that you might want to use to do some applique on. So let's look at this quilt. This one is Porch Rails. I don't have this fabric, but we're going to show you some really fun, happy fabric that you're going to like seeing it go together, because I have some pieces and parts too. So let's bring that over here. Now these are just some fun, happy fabrics. Y'all know how I like to put these, what I call tonals, or simple, just the simple prints that have texture to them, and they always turn out so cute. We are recommending that your number 1 fabric be the yellow. That will go in where your kitties are, and then we call this pumpkin seeds, and then the black and white print, and those will go in your rail fence section. So you've got 2 blocks is all you have in this particular quilt. So let me show you those 2 blocks. So we have a yellow block, and then we did that strip piecing just like we showed you earlier, and then we've made this little block here. Now that's fun, just being tonal fabrics, but we, to steal a little phrase, we're kicking it up a notch. We're going to put another rail block right over here. Here you go, Hannah, a present.
Thank you.
So we're going to put that there, and now we have a little block, a pattern on our website for our cute jack-o'-lantern. Now he's not complete. We would highly recommend that you do the applique, just do a satin stitch around his eyes and his mouth, and then I just did a straight stitch around the outside of the little pumpkin there. But that'll be as cute as it can be. The instructions for this they are free on our website, so you can go and download this, and it's instructions for putting it on a tea towel, but there's no reason you couldn't do it on a quilt like this. And with just one, we put the green on the hat, and with one of the rolls of chenille, you could embellish every one of your pumpkins with that. Now let me show you what chenille by the inch is. You can also do a, chenille is a three layer fabric that's been stitched together. And every one of those stitch lines that are holding those 3 layers together are also, the stitch line that's holding it together are also your guide for stitching it down. So John, can you get up close to this so they can see that there's a stitch line there? So I use a little piece like this, and it has the stitch line. I stitch right on top of the same area, and this just makes the hat band for the witch's hat. And I back tack at the beginning and end of this piece. Now you could use black on the hat if you want to. The pattern does give you directions for putting the black on there as well, but we chose to just put some green on there. So you take your brush, and you want to put your brush down and do little bitty circles like this, and it'll make the edges start turning up. See how they're starting to curl? And then you want to spray it with a little water. The water will soak into those fibers, and it causes the sizing to soften. The sizing that holds those quilt fibers together. Whenever they're making the cotton fabrics, they use sizing in order to keep those fibers holding together while they're making the fabric. And once you wash your cotton, all of that goes away. But what we're doing is little bitty circles, and it just combs up all of those edges. The sizing is softened when you get it wet, and now the pumpkin, it has that cute little bead of green, and you could also put black on this if you wanted to. So that is how you use the chenille by the inch. Now we have another present for you as well. So our other surprise is, if you'd rather just make a fall quilt, you could just put a pumpkin on there. And this cute little pumpkin pot holder is also available on our website. And it is free too, so you can go over there and download this and embellish your fall quilts. And it would work on any one of our quilt patterns that have at least a 7.5 or 8 inch. I'm looking for my measurements. I forgot to check that. I know he's 7 inches, and I think the design on this is, yes, the design on this requires at least a 7-inch block for you to make the cute little pumpkin. And you can get the chenille in orange. You can also get it in the green and the black, and those will make a lot of those. This one roll will make, let's see, I think
7.
7. I was thinking that I can look and see. Let's see, it'll make probably 6. Make about 6 different ones. So it goes a lot further than you would think. So you could probably do about 6 for that. But cute, cute patterns, and they're yours to download and enjoy. And if you want to order the chenille, it is available at fabriccafe.com in lots of different colors. All right. One more little look at our jack-o'-lantern. Isn't he cute? And I didn't block that out. Let me block it out for you, because it's kind of fun to see without anything disrupting your eyesight right there close by. So isn't that cute? I think that would be a precious quilt. All right. So did we get the kit number? 8020556. And we're ready to show you another quilt. Okay, this one's fun. And it has little doggies. I don't have this fabric, but it has the little doggies all dressed up in Halloween costumes. I fell in love with this fabric when I saw it. It has the polka dots around it. Just a fun little Halloween quilt. And if you want to put that up here, we are recommending Lickety Split is the name of that pattern, and it's only available in, which is it available?
Fast and Fun.
Fast and Fun. She makes me these nice little signs, and then I forget to read them. So Lickety Split is in Fast and Fun, and we do have an alternate pattern would be Picture Perfect. And so you could get this as an individual. It has rectangular shapes that are alternating, but they have bordered blocks, whereas this has sashed blocks. And they're a little bit different size. Okay, so we've got these nice, scary skulls and ravens, I guess. What are bones? All kinds of little Halloween. Oh, and bats. Boy, this has got all kinds of things to look at. And then we've got our number 2 fabric. And our last but not least, it looks like blood. Okay, Halloween is one gruesome, it's one gruesome holiday, isn't it? But that would be so cute, and you would have your skulls and things in your alternating blocks. So a fun one. This would be fun for a little boy. He would probably really like that a lot. All right. The next one we have is Bold Blocks, and this one is another great 10-inch block, and it's got kind of an asymmetrical look because it's bordered on one side one way and one side the other way, and it has the 10-inch blocks to show off your bigger novelty prints. So let's put this over here, and this one is another one that is kind of inspired by kids and their, well, kids and grown-ups would like this too. Zelda. Now, is she a TV character or a movie character as well as a game, or
just a video game?
They're video games. Okay, so we all know how those video games kind of are very, very popular, to say the least. 8020546 is Zelda, and it'll show off that print really well. And then this is your pattern. And the pattern is free whenever you purchase the kit, or if you're going for 3 kits and a free book, pretty darn quick is the book. Number 1 fabric, your focus fabric, goes in the big blocks. You would outline that with this green. It goes with her little kerchief. And then the number 3 fabric would be, oh, I didn't do that. Yeah, this goes in the background. I'm sorry. The light color goes in the background. The dark color would be bordering Zelda. So that gives her a nice dark border on there. Okay, so that one is 8020546. And now we've got, we got another one that's a last chance, and we're recommending that same pattern, bold blocks. So this one, it's last chance, there's only one left. It is so cute. I can understand why it's one left. So the focus fabric has the cute little pumpkins with the silly bats and stars. Cute. Number 2 fabric is yellow, green, and a little bit of a polka dot of a red. And then the number 3 fabric is the green. Cute, cute, cute. Last chance, only one left, 8020550. It's called Trick or Treat, and we are recommending the bold blocks pattern. Okay, the next quilt we have is called Puzzle Me This. And I don't have this fabric available, but I do have some more that's really pretty in the tonal colors. So let's put that up there and we'll show you this one. These are some pretty motif fabrics for your focus fabrics, and these are Tonal Leaves. These are great quilts. This particular one is really good for your tonal prints. It comes out really nice. So your focus fabric, in this case, I chose the rust color square here would be the red. And then your background would be here and here with your rust in your green spot. So this one would be very nice. It'd really be a pretty quilt. And it's 8020417, Shades of Fall. That's Puzzle Me This. It's also available in my first book, Quick and Easy 3-Yard Quilts. Okay, now we've got some last chances. These are more that are on the web, but they're just about gone. We want to make sure that you see them. There's only one left of this one. It's 8020551. It's called Boo. We're recommending Topsy Turvy. This would be really cute for that particular quilt too, is either a table topper, like a round table or something like that. It would also be a cute wall hanging or just a cute quilt on your sofa. But the topsy-turvy pattern is one of our smaller quilts. I believe it's like about 53 inches or 56 inches square. And you've got your pumpkin fabric as your focus. Your number 2 is your yellow, and your number 3 would be your orange. And it would go together so cute. Only one left of that. Okay, the next one. This one is, oh, there's the topsy-turvy. I misplaced it. 46 by 53 on that last quilt. Okay, this one, we have only one left of this one as well. It's called Autumn Leaves, 8020548. We're recommending the So Quick pattern, which is from the Quilt's Favorite book, if you prefer a book over the pattern, when you buy 3 kits. It's a last chance, and it's gorgeous. So you have these pretty leaves in the fall colors. You've got a yellow for your number 2, and you've got this pretty rusty red for your number 3. So that one is called Autumn Leaves. And the next one that we have for you, we have 2 of these, and it's called Spooky Spiders, 8020390. So Easy is the recommended pattern. And to look at your fabrics, cute little spooky They're spooky. They're cute spiders. They're much cuter than the spiders that I see around my house. This one is your number 2 fabric, and then your number 3 fabric. Kind of mimics the eyeballs, I think. That's cute.
And if I'm not mistaken, Donna, those spider webs glow in the dark too.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. Does it say it on the selvages? But you don't know for sure, or you think it is?
They do.
They do. Okay. They glow in the dark. Now, there's some little kid out there that's going to get excited when they get a quilt that glows in the dark. Okay. Only 2 left. We have Vile Villains. Oh, this must have been a companion with that other one that we were looking at. 8020547. It's a last chance. There are only 2 left. And look at these great purples and greens. So we have our focus fabric, our number 2 fabric, and our number 3. So cute. So it looks like it's going to be a fun fall celebration. I hope that you're all enjoying your little snap of cold if you're getting it where you live. And we've enjoyed having you. We want to remind you that our website is fabriccafe.com. Be sure to get your free goodies off of our website, and join us on our YouTube page also.